How's it going, guys? We have a past little question for anatomy for gastro. See, you have this due to AAA repair, and the graft is going from the renal arteries, which is L2, to the bifurcation of the abdominal aorta into the common iliacs, which is L4. Okay, so you need to know T12, that's the celiac trunk, L1, superior mesenteric artery, L3, the inferior mesenteric artery. Those all come off anteriorly on the abdominal aorta. Then you've got the renal arteries and the gonadal arteries. Gonadal arteries, general term for ovarian artery, female, testicular artery, male. So the renal arteries and the gonadal arteries are L2. Some students get emotional and they say, can it sometimes be L1? Just, it's fucking L2, okay? And this is very similar to one of the offline NBME questions. So they want you to know the GI anatomy here. So let's just hop through. Choice A. Actually, I'll just give you a little bit more context. So the celiac trunk, you need to know that you get the, coming off of that, you got the splenic artery, you've got the common hepatic and the left gastric, and that supplies the foregut. Okay, the foregut is going to go from the esophagus to the first part of the duodenum. The SMA is going to supply the midgut, which goes from the second part of the duodenum until 2/3 distally across the transverse colon. The IMA is going to supply the hindgut, goes from the last third of the transverse colon to the upper part of the rectum. So here we've got a patient who's got the graft from L2 to L4, so that means there's greatest probability of L3 being fucked up. So that's going to be the IMA. We expect there to be a structure there that could potentially have compromised blood flow. Choice A, cecum, wrong fucking answer. So where's the cecum? It is going to, it's the structure that separates the small bowel, the terminal ileum, from the ascending colon. So that's midgut. Wrong fucking answer. Choice B, first part of duodenum, wrong fucking answer. That's foregut, as I just mentioned. So that's going to be celiac trunk. So that would be T12. Choice C, jejunum, wrong fucking answer. Midgut. Okay, so that's SMA. That would be L1, as we mentioned. Choice D, second part of duodenum, wrong fucking answer. That's also midgut, as we talked about, which would be the SMA. That's going to be L1. And then we've got the sigmoid colon. OMG, correct answer, okay? Because that's inferior mesenteric artery supplying the hindgut. So we said hindgut is going to be the last third of the transverse colon until the upper part of the rectum. Well, the sigmoid colon is just proximal to the rectum. So it's just basic anatomy there. And something I can, a little, not even extra value per se, just a basic factoid you got to know is that the venous and lymphatic drainage of the bowel is, or of the GI tract, is pretty much always going to be the same as the arterial supply. So for example, they might give you a patient who's got a tumor of the sigmoid colon, and they're like, which lymphatics is this going to go to? And you're like, fuck, I don't fucking know. It's like, well, relax for a second. Isn't sigmoid colon just IMA because inferior mesenteric artery, because that's hindgut? Well, the venous drainage should be inferior mesenteric vein, and the lymphatics would be inferior mesenteric lymph nodes. Okay, so you don't have to be an anatomist or an immunology expert on that stuff, but they can do that. So sigmoid colon here. NBME question, the offline one, very similar to this one, as I mentioned. They have descending colon as the answer. Okay, so IMA. And then stomach, wrong fucking answer, because that's clearly foregut. So celiac trunk, right? T12. Wrong fucking answer. You know the deal. Until you make more content, if you like my stuff, subscribe my channel. Appreciate your time. That's it.